got business to take care of. Go ahead.
You goddamn motherfucking morons! What the hell are you guys crazy? Her sister's deaf, you asshole.
Hey, look, we're sorry, all right? Apologize, asshole. I said apologize.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We say me and you, we get together, we have a little party, huh? I get some good shit, get high. How's that sound to you?
How does that sound? Let's see. Almost as good as drowning in a pool of vomit.
Hey, it's your loss, Brenda. Maybe some other time if you're lucky, huh? Yeah, come here. Hey, what is this, Romeo and Juliet?
Hey, Fat, I tried to get a hold of you.
Stick around, sweetie. The party's just starting.
Jake, we don't want no trouble. Neither do we, Fat, and we just want our money. But he's always 2 days late. I tried to collect.
And he don't have our money.
You tell him. You got our money, right?
Maybe tomorrow, Jake.
Check out his girl.
Can't find anything here.
Find anything, Bitsy?
No, I don't think so, huh, Jake? I'm bringing the money, Jake!
The story centers on Brenda, a high school student who leads a tough group of girls. After her deaf sister, Heather, is violently attacked by a gang known as the Scars, led by Jake, Brenda takes it upon herself to pursue justice. She methodically tracks down the gang members, leading to a final confrontation. The film opens with the group enjoying a night out in the city. Brenda is a rebellious high school student and a member of a close-knit group called the Satins, which includes Rachel, Stella, Francine, Stevie, and Maria. One evening, they go out together on Hollywood Boulevard, accompanied by Brenda's younger sister, Heather, who is deaf and mute following their father's death. During the outing, the group discusses Francine's upcoming wedding. At the same time, a gang called the Scars, Jake, Vince, Red, and Fargo is moving through the area. Involved in drug trafficking and indifferent to the law, they drive through the streets in Jake's convertible and notice Brenda's group. Jake decides to follow them and harass them, accelerating toward a street corner and nearly hitting the girls, which causes Heather, who is deaf and mute, to fall to the ground. Brenda helps Heather and confronts the gang over their reckless driving. Jake apologizes and attempts to engage her, but she refuses. After the encounter, the girls decide to retaliate by planning to steal Jake's convertible. While the Scars are distracted, the girls steal Jake's convertible, fill it with trash, and abandon it in the street. When the gang discovers the damage, they decide to retaliate against Brenda and her friends. Jake and his gang harass a student at school but are confronted by the principal and told to leave. They comply but continue planning retaliation. At the same time, the girls are in a gym session when a young man named Wes arrives. Wes attempts to flirt with Brenda, but she shows no interest and continues her workout. His girlfriend Cindy arrives, misinterprets the situation, and confronts Brenda, causing a public scene. Brenda remains calm and avoids escalating the confrontation. After the workout, the group heads to the locker room while Brenda pauses to meet her sister, Heather, who arrives at school and gives her a small gift. Brenda acknowledges the gesture before rejoining the others. Brenda asks Heather to wait while she showers. After the area clears, Red from the Scars approaches Heather, who is alone. Unaware of the risk, Heather tries to communicate with him, while Red pretends to engage and moves closer. Sensing danger, Heather attempts to escape but is blocked by Jake, Fargo, and Vince. The group surrounds her, prevents her from leaving, and overpowers her, dragging her inside and assaulting her. In the locker room, tensions between Cindy and Brenda escalate into a physical confrontation. The principal intervenes, warns them of possible expulsion, and stops the fight, leaving the conflict unresolved. After meeting with the principal, Brenda and her friends search for Heather in the auditorium. When they cannot find her, they continue looking until one of them discovers her unconscious in a dressing room with severe injuries. The group calls for help and takes her to the hospital. At the hospital, a doctor confirms that Heather has fallen into a coma due to severe injuries. Brenda and her mother struggle to process the situation, and Brenda resolves to identify those responsible and pursue justice. That night, Brenda's friends take her to a local nightclub to support her. Although she remains affected by Heather's condition, they stay with her and try to distract her. At the nightclub, Francine discusses her upcoming wedding and plans to move away after marrying. When she steps away, the Scars arrive and take a nearby table. Upon her return, Fargo targets and harasses her. Fargo grabs Francine, leading to a fight as the others intervene. During the struggle, Francine takes Jake's knife and cuts his face, allowing her to break free. The gang withdraws from the nightclub after the confrontation. The next day, Brenda is unable to focus in class, preoccupied with thoughts of those who harmed Heather. Afterward, her teacher, Mrs. Young, notices her distress and approaches her to understand the situation. Brenda dismisses her teacher's concern and leaves the classroom. In the locker room, Wes approaches and expresses interest in her, but she does not respond. Cindy arrives, misinterprets the interaction, and confronts Brenda. In class, Cindy continues provoking Brenda with repeated insults. Brenda initially ignores her, but responds after a remark about Heather, leading to a confrontation. The principal intervenes and suspends both students. Vince informs the group that news about Heather is spreading at school. Jake remains calm and redirects attention to locating Francine, indicating his intention to confront her following their earlier conflict. Vince expresses uncertainty about Francine's whereabouts, but suggests she can likely be found after school. Meanwhile, Francine visits a boutique to try on her wedding dress, unaware that the Scars are nearby and watching her. After leaving the store, Francine realizes the Scars are following her. They pursue her into an industrial area, where she is eventually cornered.
Where you going, huh, sweetheart? Come on. You hear me? I hate you.
Jake ignores her attempts to resist and throws her off an overpass into the Los Angeles River. Vince is disturbed by Jake's actions and decides to leave the gang. He later visits Heather in the hospital and expresses remorse for what happened. While visiting Heather, Vince is confronted by Brenda after she hears him apologize. She demands answers, and he escapes. Later that night, Brenda purchases a crossbow and bear traps. Brenda tracks the Scars to an abandoned warehouse. Suspecting betrayal, Jake leaves to confront Vince and kills him with his car before taking his money. At the warehouse, Brenda lures Fargo and Red inside and kills them using a crossbow and a bear trap.
She came loaded for bed.
Brenda waits for Jake at the warehouse. When he returns and discovers his dead associates, she confronts him. Jake attempts to shoot her, but she incapacitates him with a crossbow and restrains him.
You ever wonder what a couldn't have been any worse than my sister?
After a struggle in which he escapes, he pursues her into a paint store. There, Brenda uses flammable paint to set him on fire. Police arrive as Jake emerges from the store with fatal injuries and dies shortly after. Brenda, Heather, and the remaining members of the Satins later visit Francine's grave. The film concludes with a call to like, subscribe, and follow for more summaries.